Go to the bowling alley, get a cigarette. Get a fucking bag of shoes, get a cigarette. Oh, I got my nipples in, I'll twist them, get a cigarette. Take my nose, blow a honky, get a cigarette.
Cigarettes are cool.
Hockaloogie, get a cigarette.
I remember not knowing that cigarettes were cool, and the ad companies and all of our parents and every adult ever when we were younger, they would say, now it might look cool.
And we were like, what?
But it's not cool. It's bad for you. Even though it looks cool.
I thought two-hand touch football was cool.
Yeah, and you're like, oh, that's what cool looks like? Oh, I don't think it looks very cool. And then you get older and you realize, oh, that is cool.
Yeah, it passed me by, to be honest.
Yeah. Who do you think was the first person to tell you not to smoke cigarettes?
Probably my mom, because she would tell me, listen, you need to stay, you have an allergy, and if you were to be around people that smoke cigarettes a lot, you might have a reaction, just so you know. So try not to breathe in cigarette smoke when you're around them.
Because you have asthma.
Well, that's not an allergy, but yes. Asthma is actually just a condition with your windpipe and your lung guts.
What's wrong with your windpipe?
My windpipe, it gets constricted whenever I breathe in stuff.
You ever had to hit an inhaler?
Yeah.
Does it feel good?
Oh, it's the best feeling.
Really?
It's kind of like, you know, like when it's really hot and that cold water goes down your gullet, and it's like that nice, like that first cold water going down your gullet, and you can feel it hit your stomach. You can feel like the water hit your stomach.
Oh, yeah.
It's kind of like that.
Nice.
Except just air.
Oh, nice, dude. Nice. So jealous you have asthma.
No, it doesn't really do that. It honestly, it kind of like you don't notice it's doing any better, and then like 3 minutes later, you're okay.
Yeah.
It's not like in the movies where you're like, oh, I can finally breathe. It's not like that.
Good,
like they're just putting it in their mouth and blowing it out. You have to go like this.
You hold it. Just like hitting a weed pen.
They have it to where I had to get a thing that like you sprayed it into this thing and it goes into a chamber, and then you breathe that in. So it's like not as, so it's not, you're like having to breathe in more air to get more medicine. So it goes, it's not like such a short little burst and like gets on the back of your mouth and stuff. Because if you do that, it'll get on the back of your mouth, and then you don't get the air part.
Yeah.
It needs to dissolve in the air and then go in. Albuterol.
Albuterol.
So
I think it's all in your head, man. I've never seen you use an inhaler.
I don't have it anymore. I don't have.
You just grew out of it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I had it like into high school barely, and Did you?
Okay, answer me this. Did you ever use your asthma as an excuse?
When the seasons would change, like into fall, it makes it harder to breathe in the cold. So I would, I never used it. I don't think I ever had an excuse except for one time. It was like the day after I had like an actual good asthma attack where I couldn't breathe. And then I said, I don't know if I want to play basketball like super hard today. Can I like just kind of like play kind of hard for a little, like, if I step out, is it okay if I step out for a second? And the gym teacher was like, yeah. So
nice.
I just let him know that like I had an asthma attack the day before, but then I was fine.
What happened whenever you took a little break, took a little step out?
I didn't have to that day. I was just saying, if I did, I just said, hey, I might have to step out just in case.
Yeah. Yeah.
Don't be nervous. I was basically letting him know I won't die.
Yeah. That's good. That's good at you as a child to make sure an adult is actually paying attention.
Yeah. But I always had to put on my thing. I always had to put on my, like, even to this day, they're like, do you still, they're like going through my medicines and they're like, do you still use your albuterol? I'm like, no, I'm not a fucking nerd.
No, I grew out of that. I work out my lungs.
Yeah. I just put a lighter to it and I freaking spray that shit and it sets on fire.
Nice. That's so cool.
Yeah.
Did you ever, when you were younger, did you ever like wish that you had something just so you could do what another student does? For instance, remember the first kid who got glasses? You're like, shit, I want glasses. Or braces. Shit, I want braces. That's something different. That's a way I can change my body and be different than everybody else. Oh, you have asthma? That makes you special somehow too. I don't know why. Why do I want to have something like that? That makes you a little special when I'm perfectly healthy over here.
I think I may have had something of that nature, but then I went home and I probably said like, hey, I think I need this. And my parents said, no, you don't. And that was the end of it.
Nice.
I did one time.
Did you try to get a Blue Chew?
No, I never tried that. But one time I got sick and pooped on the carpet. My brother had to clean it up. And
see, I heard
unrelated.
I heard that story and I was like, man, I want to poop on the carpet.
Right.
But my mom said no.
But
crap.
That's kind of unrelated, but I did do that.
Yeah.
My mom was at church. My mom and dad were at church, and my brother, we were playing Star Wars.
Yeah.
On PlayStation 2.
The game of the devil.
It'll make you shit yourself.
On the carpet, obviously.
Lisa, shut your pants.
Was it Battlefront?
No.
Did you ever play Star Wars Battlefront?
Yeah. I don't like it.
The first one, or I think it was, I feel like there was 3 of them.
There's a bunch now.
Really?
Yeah.
I think it was Battlefront 2 is for PS2. It's either Battlefront 1 or 2 for PS2. But anyways, it was awesome. We used to play it on my grandma's. On my cousin's PS2. It was sick.
Speaking of grandmas, let's put the rap right here.
I'm a pretty bad kid.
He's a pretty bad kid, I'm a fat bitch, and I got a fat split, put it in my fat lip. I don't give a fuck if you're looking at me fat, bitch. Got a fat eye and a motherfucking fat sick dog puppy. What you think you're gonna get lucky? Gonna put it inside of your buns, put it inside of your bones, and you're gonna be fucking puffing up me. I don't want you to fuck me. I don't want you. I don't want you to fuck me. I'd rather have a cigarette.
I don't want you.
I'd rather have a fucking cigarette.
I don't want you.
Cigarette smoking.
I need the nicotine.
Yeah.
I'm a fucking nicotine fiend. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
After smoking that shit, I like to go make 100 stacks. That's the green. You know me, I'm a fucking machine. The way I hit you in the back of the head, you think I'm mean. But I'm not, I just suck a punch a lot. I don't give a motherfuck. Roll it up, smoke some pot. I don't fucking want you.
I want a fucking cigarette.
Motherfucker, I don't even want you.
I want to have a fucking cigarette.
Motherfucker, I don't even want your fucking ass. I want a cigarette.
Cigarette.
Motherfucker, fuck you. I want a cigarette. Somebody give me a cigarette. I want a cigarette. I want a fucking cigarette. Give me cigarettes. You want some Nicorette? Nah, bitch, give me cigarettes. Cigarettes. You want some Nicorette? Nah, flush it down the toilet.
Dude. Back this up. We found our mojo.
Nice. Sometimes you need a cigarette.
Oh my gosh. I honestly could use one right now.
Well, what are your opinions on our suggested not doing a cigarette while doing the podcast, which we've done that. We've had cigars while doing the podcast. Mm-hmm. What would you think about trying a Zyn during a podcast?
You know what I think about it?
What?
I think that's fine. I think it will do nothing.
Okay, let's give it a shot sometime.
Yeah. I'm addicted to trying new stuff.
Yeah?
Yeah. I'm a substance abuser.
Right.
I like caffeine.
Yeah.
Don't let me find another thing.
No, I agree. And I will honestly tell you, because you've never done a Zen, right? Well, I will honestly tell you that anytime that I've been drunken Jake, and our friend Jay has asked me if
Drunk and Jake or drunken Jake?
drunken Jake.
Oh, okay.
I'm typically drunk and Jake when I'm drunken Jake. But
Synonymous.
yeah, it's synonymous. But
Phenomenal.
when I've done a Zen, you know me, I don't do them long. I do them for about a minute. 1 minute. 60 seconds. And Poppy, I will let you know, it feels good. It feels good.
What do you feel?
You just feel good. So, with that being said,
I like where this is going.
yeah, with that being said, it is not a good idea for anybody to do. Because anything that feels that good, that easy, that sucks because you're going to start relying on it and be addicted to it like Jay Crossland. Jay, I know you're listening. You're addicted to Zins. Get some self-control and cut the shit. Stop self-indulging. I love you. I literally did half the burpees today. I'm doing
We
the
love
half
you.
when the other half when I'm done. For those of you who don't know, me and Jay are doing a burpee challenge. We're doing 10 burpees. Every week we're adding 10 burpees. So we're on week 4 right now. We're doing 40 burpees. Friday it's going to be 50. Go ahead.
Would you compare the feeling of Zins kind of like, it's like cheating, it feels so good?
Yeah.
Because, like, would you consider it to be a similar feeling of having sex with a beautiful woman?
No. No. And when you said cheating, I thought you meant cheating in the game of life. Like
Yeah.
you found a cheat code.
Yeah.
Not cheating on your significant other.
No, I wasn't.
Okay. When you said having sex with a beautiful woman, I thought that's what you meant.
No.
It doesn't feel like cheating on your spouse. It's not filled with guilt and horridness. It's actually feels like cheating in game of life. It's like you have a cheat code of God mode.
Right. What I'm
Immortality.
saying is, like, it's cheating as in, like, it's an easy way to acquire a good feeling.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
And
dude.
so what I was saying was, a good feeling is also having sex with a beautiful woman.
Speak for yourself.
I will. And
I'd rather have sex with a.
But you want to know?
I'd rather have sex with a volcano.
You want to know? You want to know the price to pay to having sex with a beautiful woman?
What?
Exercise. You got to break a little sweat. Got to do something.
Really? Mm-hmm. Why do you think that?
Because you want to make sure if you don't break a little sweat having sex with a beautiful woman, she's not going to have sex with you ever again. You got to put a little work in. Is what I'm saying. Having sex with a beautiful woman, you have to put a little work in.
What if you're
and you
just
know
a
what
sweaty-
you don't have to do?
Well, no. If you break a sweat, you might sweat on her. She might not like that. She might think it's gross.
What I'm saying is you don't have to work for a Zen. It's cheating.
Right.
It's cheap dopamine. It won't last forever. You know what lasts forever? Sex with a beautiful woman.
Yes. And sweating. Unless you're born without sweat glands, like my great-great-grandfather. He couldn't sweat.
He loved to swim.
Died early because he couldn't sweat.
But he loved to swim.
Didn't know the guy. Couldn't tell you. Couldn't even tell you if he could swim.
I bet he liked mud.
I think he caked it all over his body when he was walking through the jungle.
Was your great-great-grandfather part swine?
No. Yes.
Did he have hoofs?
No. Human feet. Like an ape. But no, I think it would be interesting.
Ching, ching, bing, bang.
I think it would be interesting to see you on a Zen because Zens, I feel like okay. Anybody listening to us right now who does Zens, just know that me and Poppy don't have any kind of nicotine addiction. So the way I'm describing this, it might just sound like everyday life to you, but for me, it's different.
Yeah.
Doing a Zen is better than doing an energy drink in the mornings. Yeah, you think, bud. I've done it for a minute and I go, "Who? Okay. All right. I like this.
Papa like.
I like this shit."
Papa like.
You know what I think it is good for? I think it's good for it's like, you know how whenever you don't do caffeine, you just aren't as talkative and you just don't care to say anything extra. It's just like extra work to talk. Mm-hmm. Nicotine is that kind of drug that eliminates that. It like makes
I'll
you
talk.
like,
Yeah,
I'll talk.
I'll tell you.
I'll fucking talk. I'll laugh and I'm going to enjoy our conversation.
Oh, I'll tell you.
Yeah. That's how it is.
Oh, you didn't ask me? I'll tell you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then at some point we should do Adderall for the podcast.
I would be fine with anything that I'm not going to have an addictive thing to, which I've never been addicted to anything other than energy drinks, and I've gone days without energy drinks and it's fine. It's just more boring. So I know, like, people say, like, when you're addicted to something, I know caffeine is addictive. I get it. I choose to just keep doing it. But I have quit in the past, you know. It's not like, oh man, I'm craving one. It doesn't really feel like that. I just rather have one because I want to be energized and I like to be nice. It's actually for other people's enjoyment, to be honest.
I agree. I completely agree with you. It's like I get kind of anxious-y if I don't have one because I'm like, well, I'm not able to deliver these hilarious jokes that I'm spitting out.
Right. People want to hear me.
One time, this is a true story. I hope if Warren hears this, he doesn't get mad at me or think that I'm making this up.
He loves you.
Or
man.
even think about it at all because it's not a big deal.
He loves you, man.
It's not a big deal at all.
He loves you.
One
man.
time I tattooed Warren and I was taking a break from energy drinks. And then, Tori came in to say hi to us. And that day, Tori said, all right, Tori, I'll see you later. And Tori said, all right, Jake, whenever we hang out this weekend, you're not allowed to be tired like today. And I was like, oh, see, I'm not on an energy drink and I seem like the tired guy.
Yep.
I don't want to be the tired guy.
No, you wait till after you're the tired guy after you quit work.
Yeah, but I wasn't the tired guy that day. I wasn't on because I didn't have my Rain energy drink that Warren brought me. Should have. Now I look like a fucking idiot.
Every time I don't talk a whole bunch, everybody asks me what's wrong. I don't want anything to seem wrong with me. I just want to be caffeinated.
Right.
And treat people nice.
Right.
I just want to treat them nice. And if I'm not caffeinated, I'm not I don't feel like I'm not very nice.
Yeah. What's the downside of doing too much caffeine though?
I guess dying early.
You know what
I'd rather die nice and live a long time being mean.
Here's some wise words I heard today.
Okay.
The stress that you are making for yourself, worrying about the thing that you think is stressful, the stress that you create for yourself is going to kill you before the thing you're stressed about.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah. When you reworded it, yeah.
Yeah. The stress that the thing that you were worried about, how the fuck did I say it? The stress that you have worrying about the stress
you're giving yourself is
going to kill you.
It's going to kill you before the thing you're stressed about.
Yes. Why couldn't I say that?
Because it's a tongue twister.
It's a tongue twister. Okay, say tongue twister 5 times fast.
Tongue twister, tongue twister.
See? It's hard. Anyways, but yeah.
Now say buzzer splitter bitter.
Buzzer splitter bitter, buzzer splitter bitter, buzzer splitter bitter, buzzer splitter bitter, buzzer splitter bitter.
That's just one I just came up with.
That's
just
fun.
now.
That was good.
I came up with it.
That was a hard one, but it was good too.
Buzzer splitter bitter. Actually, it's kind of easy to say.
Pleasure splitter bitter.
Sucker nutter butter. Sucker nutter butter. Suck another udder. Suck another udder.
Tongue twisters are great.
Eat my loins and eat my boys.
Eat my loins and eat my boys. Eat my loins and eat my boys. Eat my loins and eat my boys.
Ching chang bing bong.
I'm not doing that one. Nah, that's too close.
It's honestly too easy. And I think that's why, and everybody knows what that is, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah.
But you know what? You know what? I think I get a pass on that one because you know why?
What?
There's Chinese drones in New Jersey.
Interesting.
And I think that
Spying on people?
And I think that with every Chinese drone, I get to say, ching chong bing bong.
Okay. Chinese drones that are spying on people in New Jersey.
And if they're people that I know that take offense to that, I apologize. I'm not trying to offend anybody that I know that's Chinese. But the people over there that run the Chinese government, you want to know what? Ching chong bing bong.
Okay.
Because they're sending over drones to test us.
That's what I was going to ask. I mean, what do you think those drones are here to obtain? They're not here to try to figure out an easier way to kill us.
I think they're trying to figure out what our response is.
I think they're trying to study us to go, okay, got these Americans over here. You know, we're the superpower, but we need to check out these Americans. Okay, how can we give them to give us all their money? And I'm thinking, okay, make my life really good, and I'll give you my money.
Yeah, I'll take 32 rubber sharks.
Here,
Thanks.
make my life easier. I'll give you some money for that.
First thing I ever said that said made in China was a little rubber shark toy that I played with in the bath.
Giving them your money to make your life easier is actually that's actually like a good transaction.
Yeah.
You're buying something that is good. So if the Chinese are studying us to give us something really good, so we give them our money.
I hope it's massages.
Yeah. I hope it's massages. I hope it's something tasty like the new barbecue flavored Doritos.
There's barbecue flavored Doritos
in the black bag. Yeah, they're really good.
Do you think they're better than the regular barbecue chips?
Yeah, the Doritos. They're better than every other chip.
Doritos are better than every other chip.
Yes. Name a chip better.
Cape Cod salt and vinegar. No. Either that or their Utz salt and vinegar.
I like the Cape Cod ones better, but they're.
I like the way it cuts my gums.
But Doritos are better. Doritos are the best.
It's like the vinegar goes straight into your gums.
The intensity of flavor in a chip of Doritos it's unmatched.
It is magnified. It's like
the only chip that can compare is the corn rolled tortilla chips that are real spicy from Trader Joe's that I like.
I do like a tortilla chip. Tostitos, like certain Tostitos. I don't like the scoops. There's not enough. I don't like the shape of them. I don't want to scoop stuff. I don't want to scoop it. I just want to eat the flat ones. And man, I tell you what, I think it's the salt or whatever on those there's something, it hits, buddy.
Sodium.
I'll tell you. Oh my gosh. You know what just happened?
What?
I think the Chinese just infiltrated my brain because we were talking about drones and then all of a sudden we were like, you know what? I like chips.
I want to buy some Chinese chips.
Is there a drone over top of us right now?
It kind of looks like it the way you have these lights set up.
Yeah, it is kind of weird that we do have that. But I will say, all I was trying to say is that I wasn't trying to be rude. Bless you.
But you just want to defend our country. And you're going to say whatever you can to cut Who, if we have any enemies, you want to cut them
Yeah.
as much as you can. So that's what
I'm
he said.
going after their government, not their people.
You want
Ching
to
Chong Bing Bong.
you want to hurt their feelings, but it's not in the name of any specific reason aside from being Team America.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
That's kind of how I see it.
this guy's a racist. I'm just kidding, folks. I actually once saw Poppy do something really nice once. He helped an old lady across the street. She was white, though.
Jake, one time, there was a sea of dying white babies, all drowning, and he happened to catch a glimpse of a glistening brown baby, and he reached down through the sea of white babies, crying out, and he grabbed a brown baby and he brought it up to the surface, and it actually, unfortunately, didn't survive. But he tried to save the brown baby out of all of the sea of white babies, and I think that was a testament to how selfless and not racist you are.
Thanks, man. Thanks. Dude, I have a question for you, and I don't know what you're gonna do.
I'm not ready for it. Go ahead.
One of the things in your barbershop broke recently. Me and my friend Tyler disassembled it to figure out how to fix it. How are you going to reward me with fixing your thing? Oh, doggity. Nice.
I tied up my ponytail.
Nice, dude.
Um,
I actually
Yeah.
don't know if it'll work. I mean, Tyler thinks it'll work. I don't know if it'll work.
It just seems like a lot of effort for something to break again. I'll tell you that.
We'll give it a shot.
But we'll give it a shot.
I just need some super glue. I think
Yeah, I don't know.
it's going to be tough.
It's all right. We'll figure it out.
Do you have any announcements for the podcast?
Well, we keep having all these drones come over here. Do you think it's another country, or do you think, what would you think it is? Would you mind if someone spied on you?
Yeah, I wouldn't mind. It's kind of hot, actually.
What private, so do you have any moments that you kind of like go, I don't want someone to know about this? Would you tell us about those moments right now?
Yeah. Okay, so this morning I was doing a number 2,
Right.
and it just wasn't as solid as it normally is.
Right.
But it wasn't super wet either. It was like a really soft poo, but not enough wetness in it.
And I scratched you.
And I don't like how it kind of piled up in the toilet.
Yeah.
But it wasn't fun like a diarrhea is, but it was just a mess.
Right.
That's something I don't really like sharing. But I do it for
The
you.
image or just the story?
Just the story. What about you? Do you have any secret things you don't really want to share with anybody?
I don't want people to know the amount of hair care products that I use, not just on the hair on my head, but all the hair on my legs and armpits. I have 15 different hair care products,
You're lying.
including a dry shampoo.
You're lying.
You're
lying. That's not fair. You have to say something that's real.
I am. I'm going to name all the things.
Okay? Name them.
Dry shampoo, a keratin cleanser, keratin conditioner, a root desensitizer, a root resensitizer. I didn't say number 6 yet.
I'm waiting.
Regular shampoo, regular conditioner, scalp lotion, leg skin lotion, Niba. It's a soap.
Yeah, I know. Come on.
Hair sponge.
What is that?
It's the sponge you use to clean your leg hairs.
No, that doesn't count. So 14, you only have 14 things?
No. That was 10.
Yeah. Hair sponge doesn't count.
Okay. I do have leg hair combs
Okay.
of different assortments, but I won't go into that. I have,
We're all freaking out that you're not going into it.
well, you have different, I have a leg hair dreader where it turns my leg hairs into dreads.
Okay.
So that's another one.
But you don't use that every day.
I use it most days.
Okay.
Just because you don't see it because I wear pants doesn't mean I
Leg
don't
hair
fucking use it.
dreader.
Yeah.
I'm surprised you combine the leg hair dreader with the scalp lotion.
Well, you have to have one to have the other.
Okay.
Hair flamethrower
Got me there.
and a underarm ointment. Bonsai tree for mood.
Just to have it in the room?
Yeah, it kind of like creates a nice vibe while you're doing all those things.
At least they're natural products.
Mm-hmm.
So I take sticky shit sometimes, and you just have 15 leg hair products, body hair products.
Yeah.
Hmm.
But I wouldn't want to tell anybody that I didn't trust,
Right.
because I don't think that my body hair looks especially nice for someone that tries so hard to take care of it.
Right.
But with what I have, I try to take care of what I have. I don't have the best genetics.
Yeah. Your genes are fine, man. They could be worse,
That's fact.
you know?
Could have no legs.
Could have no legs.
Could have. What do you think the?
Could have fibromyalgia.
Yeah.
Could have a defective brain.
Mm-hmm.
Eyeballs.
Mm-hmm. Could have been born book smart.
Right. Street smarts, where it's at. Yeah.
So. Yeah, I just wouldn't want anybody to know about that. So, I hope nobody's listening.
I hope everybody has a good New Year's Eve.
Yeah, I hope you kiss a girl
Yeah. Me too. But
or boy.
we need to figure out what we're doing for New Year's Eve.
Probably.
Are we just going downtown?
I think we're just gonna kiss boys. I think I'm gonna kiss my friends on the forehead. Is what I'm gonna do.
Okay. Okay.
I think I'm gonna do a bunch of forehead kisses.
See if you can get key lime on to see where would be the cool spot to go to New Year's Eve.
She's gonna choose a place that has avocado toast, but I'll try.
Okay. I really liked going to 123 last year.
She loves avocado toast. She makes it at home.
Yeah, it's good. Does she put crushed red pepper on it?
I don't think so.
Does she like spicy?
No.
No. That'll do it.
She likes to collect the avocado nut.
What does she do with it?
She uses it for a slingshot.
Yeah. Obviously. Alrighty. Give us a follow on Instagram, Today's Pray. Give us a follow on TikTok, Today's Pray Podcast. And we will see everybody next week. Happy Merry Christmas. Happy New Year, mother effer. Happy Merry Christmas. Happy New Year's. Happy motherfucker. Happy Christmas, New Year's, motherfucker, fuck, fuck, fucker, fucker, fuck, fucker, fucker.